What's going on, everybody? It's Richard Koberger here, the Blue Collar Nerd. Well, it has finally happened. The COVID product pack is out. Now, the COVID product pack is kind of like an expansion pack. It's a little bonus for the ST42 release. So if you haven't seen that video yet about all the stuff that's just in the regular 42 release, then check that video out as well. I'll put a link. It should be coming up right there in the corner. I hope I'm pointing at the right corner. Sometimes I get it wrong. I think it's that one. That'll also be in the description below. But this particular video is only focusing on the COVID-specific features that have been tacked on. Also worth noting, there is a lot of stuff in this COVID product pack. Now, this is just an overview video, and I will not be covering every single thing in the product pack because it would be a really long video. So I'm just gonna cover what I see as the big heavy hitters, the stuff I'm most excited about, but I'm gonna put a link in the description down below for a very handy dandy webpage that consolidates all of the COVID related stuff in one place. So it's gonna have all the COVID product pack features. It's also going to list out some other features that have been out for a while but are handy during this time. It's gonna have all the sign up forms for any of these features that you have to sign up for, and I'll point those out. And it's also just got links to other resources like the Contractor's Playbook for COVID-19 that ServiceTitan put out recently. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Well, like I said, there is a lot going on, so I've actually got some notes here, and I'm gonna be consulting my notes throughout this video. What? All right, so first of all, we've got contactless experience. This is great. This is something we desperately need. So this is going to enable your technicians to take all legally binding signatures that they need to get without having the client touch your technician's iPad. The technician will have this new e-sign button that they can hit, and that will send out a link that the customer can click and sign on their own personal devices. Now, a few things to note with this feature. One is that it's only meant for the signatures that weren't already contactless. What I mean by that is it works for forms, it works for the work authorization, and it works for the work acknowledgement. For estimates and invoices, we already had a contactless solution. That's online estimates and online payments. And so for those pieces, you'll still use those features. And if you're not sure about that or you need help setting it up, you don't already have it set up, links to those are in that page that I talked about with everything consolidated. And again, you can find that link in the description right down below. Now with the online estimates, there is something new about those because before they weren't really intended to do same day work. They were intended for future work, and so it required you to book a second job. But that's no longer the case. After the customer signs off on the online estimate, the technician can now go to this little drop down and say perform work now, and that will allow you to use the online estimate for same day work. Something else I came across when I was playing with it that I think is worth noting, when using the e-sign feature, it will only allow you to check off a phone number to send it via text if that phone is entered into ServiceTitan as a mobile phone. So if that's entered in as just phone, not mobile phone, it won't show up. Just something to keep in mind if technicians having some trouble, they're not sure why it's not showing up, that's probably the issue. Also, now that this is out, ServiceTitan's put together a pretty cool video that showcases these features as well as some other things that we recommend you do. And it's meant to show to your client. So it's meant to be used like in your dispatch text or maybe in some online marketing to help your clients feel more comfortable that you as a contractor are doing everything that you possibly can to keep your clients and your employees safe. I made another video about how to use that, and I'll put a link to that right up here. Again, I hope up there. And some of my lovely colleagues at ServiceTitan have put together a training video geared towards technicians. Link to that coming up as well, hopefully. I'll also put a link to that video in the description down below. That's just a handy video just to send out to all your technicians, and that should get them going with the new contactless features. All right, next we've got office time tracking. So I know this has been a highly requested feature. This allows your office employees, your CSRs, your dispatchers, whoever, to clock in and out, take meal breaks, everything like that from within ServiceTitan. So now they'll have timesheets directly in ServiceTitan. Now you do have to sign up for this particular feature, and you'll find the sign up form in that COVID-19 product pack webpage that I was talking about earlier. Along those same lines, we have payroll approval and sign off, and this works for both technicians and office employees. So this allows your technicians and your employees to see their payroll throughout the week, and then they can sign off to approve it at the end of the week, or they can put in a dispute if they feel like something's wrong. And then there's a back end for your payroll manager to view all of those approvals or disputes. Definitely an extremely handy feature. Emergency phone fallback. This one's actually been in the accounts for a little while now, but it is part of this product pack still. This feature allows you to reroute your phones to a cell phone or just somewhere else if you're having some sort of phone issue. Few things to know about this feature. One is that you won't see it if you're on Phones Pro, and that's because you can already do this and you can do it even better in Phones Pro. The second thing to know is that, at least for now, it's gonna be best if you remove the voicemail on any of the phones that you are forwarding out to using the emergency fallback system. That is because with the emergency phone fallback, you're able to upload your own voicemail. But if there's a personal voicemail, say you're forwarding out to a CSR cell phone and they have their own personal voicemail on that cell phone, your clients could hear that voicemail instead of the one that you uploaded through ServiceTitan. So in an ideal situation, you're forwarding out to like work cell phones, but we know that's not always going to be the case, and they are aware that this isn't the ideal situation. They are looking into better solutions so that it will override the end user's personal voicemail. But for the time being, that is how it works. So it is best to remove those personal voicemails. What else? What else? What else? Okay, we've got Mapit. Now Mapit is basically a shortcut on the call booking screen to the 2.0 dispatch map. And if you don't know about the 2.0 dispatch map, I'll put a link to a video right up here. And that 2.0 dispatch map, it is in beta, but it is going to be coming out to all accounts with this update. Now this new Map It button, this is going to be especially helpful if you have CSRs who are also taking on dispatch roles. So on the call booking screen, there's this new button that says Map It. Once the address is in, the call taker can push that button and it's going to take them into the 2.0 dispatch map. From there, they can see what other jobs are already happening in that same area. So they can see where the call taker is located and where other jobs are going to be. So that ideally they can book it for a time frame where a technician's going to be really close. It also applies filters based on what was already input in the call booking screen. So for example, if you already filled in that this is a service call and the job type is a no-cool, coming at it from an HVAC example, then when you click the Map It button, it's only going to show you relevant jobs, technicians that are in that business unit and have those skills. It also applies to the date. So if you've already put in a start date, then it's going to show you the jobs for that start date when you hit Map It. And we've also got some handy new reports and reporting features, my favorite of which is the Office Activities report. So this report shows you what actions were taken by office employees and exactly when and by who. So if you've got office employees that are now working from home, this is just a really handy way to kind of keep an eye on things. Another really cool new feature is trend reporting. So this is a new type of report that will graph out your data, which is really handy for things like year over year, month over month type reporting. So you can visually see, okay, how is 2020 looking compared to 2019? We're also getting adjustable capacity planning. So this is basically a more robust version of capacity planning, and it doesn't necessarily need to replace the old capacity planning. They can work in tandem. And this is definitely going to make the lives of your dispatchers a little bit easier, but this is also definitely one of the more complex features in this product pack, and it also requires the most setup. So you'll find some resources to help you along with that process on that webpage with the COVID-19 product pack stuff that I talked about, link in the description below. But just know that one will take a little bit more time to learn, a little bit more time to set up, and a little bit more training for your team. Another cool feature is rescheduled surveys. So when somebody reschedules a job, they'll get this quick little flyout asking them why they're rescheduling it. They're able to pick from a list of up to 5 items that you can customize, and they can also write in their own with the other option. And this will go into the audit trail for that job. So just really handy for communication and accountability. You'll know exactly who moved the job and why they chose to do so. Another cool feature that's part of this product pack is PO alerts and notifications. So if you use ServiceTitan to send out purchase orders, you can now set up PO status alerts that will send out alerts anytime the status of the PO changes. And you can send out alerts to technicians with pickup details. So if they need to be a certain place to pick up a shipment or whatever, you can send out an alert that lets them know that. You can also now choose to send POs to technicians' home addresses, which is handy. I also want to hit you with a few reminders. There is a special COVID version of Marketing Pro. It's not quite as fully capable as the full version of Marketing Pro, but also it's free. There is a sign-up form for that, and you'll find it on that COVID-19 product webpage. ServiceTitan's also offering free mobile check capture and free membership renewal protection through the end of June. And if you don't know about membership renewal protection, that's basically a system that automatically updates credit cards for recurring billing. So if you have like a membership that charges every month, it will go out and auto update credit cards. That way you don't have to manually chase down so many people. Now both of these features do require ServiceTitan payments, and if you're interested in using those, you're going to want to contact paymentsetup@servicetitan.com. That's payment singular setup@servicetitan.com. Also, use the chat feature. Chat is the feature that lets you text clients from the office. And somebody shared the statistics with me about how many people are actually using that. And it made me feel, disappointed! You should use it. You should use chat. People really like communicating with companies that way, and if you're sending out automated texts, you'll probably find that a bunch of people are actually replying to those, and you can see that in the chat feature. So if they're replying to your texts and then you're not replying back, then you know that's no good. Use chat is what I'm saying. Just use it. Just use chat. Did I get everything? I think that's it for me. Like I said, this is not a fully comprehensive list of every single thing that's in this COVID product pack. It's kind of hard to say. COVID product pack. COVID product pack. COVID product pack. But if you do want to see the full list, and I think you should, then I highly recommend you check out that COVID product pack knowledge base article, which once again, Link in the description below. Anyways, that's all I got for today. Hit like if you like this video, found the content valuable. Be sure to let me know in the comments down below what you're most excited about, what you think about these features, and if there's anything else you're still hoping for. Don't forget to subscribe to the ServiceTitan YouTube channel if you've not done that already. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Appreciate it. Peace.